Hey yo, remember when you needed to fix aerial TV again so that you can watch the TV clear? Like, you had to show my angle thizeni ukuze idlale kahle le TV. So yeah, that's a struggle I had to go through just to watch ETV back home, my friends. And I'm just gonna say it was all worth it because ETV had some bangers of TV shows. And I can even say this with confidence, my friends. ETV actually has been consistent over the years. Unlike these other shows and TV programs I've been talking about where like they fell off, I would say that ETV has been consistent. Even though there are a few shows that I personally didn't like, they were still consistent over the years. And yeah man, if I gotta talk about ETV, I gotta mention Rhythm City, one of my favorite shows of all time. Got ETV, my friends. Me and my brother used to watch that all the time, and it had one of my favorite villains, my friends, David Gennaro. Like, name me one SA villain, my friends, who had his own theme song, and it wasn't even a bad song. I goddamn love David Gennaro's song, my friends. And bro was goated. He did not die, my friends. He was immortal. That was David Gennaro. That's my guy right. And you can't mention David Gennaro without mentioning Suffocates, his mortal enemy, my friend. And one thing I always find funny is that Suffocates, my friend, too, at the beginning of the show, he was Suffocate because like he was a criminal and stuff. But by the end of the show, he was still like a businessman. So I find it weird that people who call him Suffocates, but all businessmen were like, welcome, Mr. Suffocates. You know, that word is just scary in itself. Like, would you do business with a guy named Suffocate?
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the
It sounds like a loan shark's name or escaping something the wind, bruh. Like, there's even Uprako Buffett, there's Upel Gennaro. Oh my god, Upel Gennaro. Oof. She's stunning, bro.
Nice.
Yeah man, I love the plots that they gave, man, even though some are unbelievable, but they were so educational but still entertaining at the same time, man. I just love Rhythm City. I was so sad when they cancelled it because I was like, I was still hard, man. Yeah man, shout out to Rhythm City Buffett. And another show that I feel like is a sister show to Rhythm City is a Scandal, which is also nice. It is still playing, man. I was just surprised. I'm more of a Rhythm City guy, but hey, I'm not hating on the Scandal, man. And the Scandal is also fire, Buffett. There are not many notable characters that I can talk about, but the plot itself, it was like very educational. So my favorite character would be Romeo, obviously, because that's my guy. But the plots, Buffett, they were talking about stuff that I didn't even think about. There was this one plot where they're talking about some cults like Africa. Like, it was very surreal because like I never thought about it because some churches in West Africa are like cults. And before you all attack me with it, some of these churches are like cults with it. And like seriously, I've gone to some churches, I'm like, hey yo, this is not weird to y'all, but hey, I digress. In my own opinion. And they also had this one plot about organ trafficking, and that was like so dope, man. It was so educational. It was stuff that I didn't even think about it as a person. So that's what I like about it. And yeah, I don't want to sound like an old geezer doing it. My shows in I was sunny these days. But yeah man, that's just how I feel about this Scandal. It was able to balance education and entertainment at the same time, which I feel like is a dope thing that we should recognize. Well, I gotta put a downer on this. Even though there are some pretty good shows in ETV, there are some shows that I personally just did not like.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Like ETV and Jen. ETV and Jen had me so optimistic because I felt like they had the opportunity to bakhulume the medical scene in South Africa. But nah, what do? They talk about Uktatan. It's sex. I was like, bruh, that show was horrible, man. It was just horrible.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
And yeah man, it was just all scandalous stuff. There was nothing medical about it because every time the doctors were talking about who's having sex with who, imagine being a patient, you're out there being sick and your two doctors are busy talking about who's having sex with who. I'll be like, yeah, I'm dying here. Yeah, another show that I did not personally vibe with. I did not hate it, I just not vibe with it. It was Imbeu, The Seed. You know, and I always find it funny when TV shows in South Africa that are named in like Zulu or another language are like called Imbeu, The Seed, Istingo, The Need. That's just funny to me. It's not like shows that are named in English are translated to another language. But hey, that's just me. Yeah, so eBay was about this family who owned like an oil company, if I remember correctly. And it was just like, it was scandalous stuff, but who cheated with who as usual. But yeah, I just not vibe with it personally. And we can't even forget the times the ETV used to play Anaconda like on every other Sunday on 8 PM, bruh. They would play that shit every time. The next following Sunday, Anaconda. Next Sunday, Anaconda, bruh. And yeah man, it's not all negative. I gotta say there are some new shows that I like in ETV, like House of Zweit, Buffett. House of Zweit is about this fashion company, a fashion family in a sense, and like it brings a new perspective. Even though it corner scandals, no drama, but they still mix there with the fashion world, which I feel like is something that most shows lack. Yeah, well, they have a concept, but then they just fuck around with it, dealing with the scandalous stuff. And so far to me, House of Zweit has been consistent. It's not perfect, but it has been consistent with the fashion world and all the stuff that they're trying to bring in. And on my last vid, I saw some comments people talking about like how South African shows glorify guns and violence. And you know what? I totally agree with y'all. That's why I like shows like House of Zwide that do bring that little bit of difference about fashion and stuff. So yeah, I feel like if we just stick to Amada stuff, it's not like we just kill each other every day in South Africa with it. We just need different stories. And growing up, I did not only watch these serious shows with it, I also watched the GOATED, the greatest, the cool cats with it.
Yeah, it's time for the cool cats.
It's the cool cats.
Everybody join me. Smarty, Catnap, Kitty, Wildcat, and Z is there to make them believe. Check it out.
And yeah, man, cool cats were the best, man. They were just the vibe, man. I was just sitting down every time, if we were eating breakfast or eating lunch with it, I would just chill down and watch cool cats as a kid, and I was so amazed by them all the time. And yeah, a program that I was basically forced to watch was the powerful Buffett Lotto. If you grew up with any grandparents or an adult who would like Lotto, you know how you feel right now. Bruh, my great-grandfather Buffett used to play Lotto until he died. He died at the age of like 90 something Buffett. He was playing Lotto his whole life and he didn't even win like a huge prize. So I was like, bruh, let it go. This is insane. You are 90 something still playing the Lotto Buffett. Let it go.
Got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
And for my soccer lovers out there, Niaz and you were watching this Shibobo like bruh every time they were recapping my soccer and what's happening in the soccer world, my friends. Yeah, those just GOATED shows. So yeah, man, that's all I have to say right now about the ETV. I just had to put out this short video of it because I'm currently busy right now writing my exams. Please pray for me. But yeah, I'm just like, I had to put this one out. And like, there's a lot of shows and I'm so glad that ETV is still going out strong because a lot of South Africans still use it as their number one source of entertainment. And I'm just glad they're still surviving. And as usual, Buffet, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And thank you to everyone who watched the last video. And as usual, I love you all.